It's great to bring you some of our American Hat ambassadors here at the Cinch National High School Finals Rodeo. Daniel Miranda, Elizabeth Miranda from the island of Maui in Hawaii, and they're a great rodeo family. And Daniel, this is your senior year, so I'm going to touch on you a little bit. Rodeo is not the only sport that you compete in. You know, you have a pretty good polo career back home as well.
Yes, sir. This past August, I went up to Chicago, Illinois, and played a National Youth Polo Tournament Series, and our team got reserve world champs.
You know, what's the relationship between rodeo and polo, if there is any?
The horsemanship for sure, and the riding ability. Polo, you have to really be able to ride your horse because your saddle doesn't have saddle horn or swells, and you got to know how to handle your horse. You're spinning around, turning fast, and going 100 miles per hour down a grass field.
You know, there's a lot of youth rodeo athletes that we have here in the United States or on this side. I know you're in the United States and Hawaii, but live here on the mainland that have played polo as well. And they said that it's helped them, their horsemanship and rodeo. Do you feel it's done the same for you?
Yes, sir, yeah. Polo, you've just got to learn how to really ride with your thighs and use your feet more often and not relying on your hands so much, because you start pulling on your hand, your horse will run away from you.
Absolutely. And Elizabeth, you play polo as well, and do you feel like it helps you in the same relations?
Yes, sir. Polo has helped me in many aspects. I've learned that going fast isn't always very scary, and it teaches you horsemanship and how to control your horse at a faster rate.
Absolutely. And you're only a freshman, so this is your first year?
Yes, sir.
How have you felt so far about the Cinch National High School Finals coming in as a freshman?
It's been a great experience so far. I've entered a few jackpots. I've done okay in one breakaway jackpot, and I barrel raced last night in the first perf, and I'm sitting 15th right now.
How many events did you qualify in this year?
3.
And when do you compete on your next one?
I team rope with my brother tonight.
All right, since y'all team rope together, do y'all get mad whenever the other one misses?
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a long car ride home from the rodeos, especially when the first rodeo you miss and then the second rodeo she misses.
All right, so I'm going to let you get a little revenge there. Who misses more?
I think in practice I do. In rodeos,
We're not going to go there. I don't want to put you that far on the spot, but just a little bit for you to have a little bit of fun and for everybody to see the personalities behind y'all. Y'all's family does tremendous work there in Hawaii. I actually had the opportunity, and I wasn't available to come to y'all's place this summer for a youth roping that you guys put on in the tie down, the breakaway roping. It's amazing what y'all do for your fellow contestants in Hawaii. Was there any that came from the mainland to come over to compete this year at the event that y'all put on?
Not at our youth event, no, but we had our 4th of July rodeo this past week, and we had a couple guys come over from Utah and California for that. Wes Goodrich from Mississippi came over, Jared Fulmore from Utah, and then, of course, all the guys that came from the outer islands that came.
Right. You know, y'all are one of the few from Hawaii that actually brought your own horses stateside with you to compete on this week. What goes into that? Because I know there's tons of people that have no idea the type of work and effort that goes into bringing your horses here.
Yes, sir. So it was quite a long trek. This year I had the opportunity to actually fly with our horse. So it starts off, we take a 12-hour boat ride from our island to the major island where our state capital is. So I flew with them. I flew to the main island on Wednesday, picked up the horses from the harbor, got to the airport Wednesday afternoon. At 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, we flew out of Oahu, went to L.A., landed at L.A. at 12 o'clock midnight. Drove from L.A. up to Paso Robles, California, got there at 5 o'clock in the morning, then a 22-hour drive to Gillette, Wyoming.
Wow. Don't you wish you could have went on that trip?
I can't wait till I'm 18 and fly up with my horses.
Absolutely. Daniel, with you being a senior, you got a pretty good future ahead of you. You're going to go to college, going to come and go to California to school, right?
Yes, sir. I cannot wait. Cal Poly, I'm really looking forward to it. Went up there this past week for orientation, and the kids there, the rodeo coach, the rodeo facility, and the school is amazing.
You know, it's been impressive to watch you guys come up through junior high rodeo and now at the Cinch National High School Finals rodeo, and it's always good to see a brother and sister that have a camaraderie the way that you do and the way that your whole family gets behind you, and it's so great to have you here rodeoing at this year's Cinch National High School Finals rodeo, and I hope that this just gives you a chance to take a look